What's up, everybody? Ben Rasa and Eric Lindquist here for OddsShopper, and we are back. The PGA Championship is next week, the second major. But before that, we got the Byron Nelson. We've got money to be made. There's a lot of opportunities in the betting market, and we are here to give you 3 rapid-fire PGA picks and see where we land for this tournament. Eric, I know the major is upon us, but again, we've got some chances here to cash some tickets.
Yeah, we do. And TPC Craig Ranch, I always liked some of these shootouts. I think that these are going to be fun type golf tournaments. My board looks very, very different than it normally does. I think the last couple I've been going pretty deep. I think I have 2 guys in mind at the very top of the board that I am very interested in. 2 guys sitting around the 20-1 number. They're going to make or break my week, I think, in terms of a betting card. Might have some other pieces of value, but pretty sure that this is going to still be a fun, interesting golf tournament leading into Southern Hills.
There are some good prices on the board. I know you've got a couple. I do as well. But of course, what do I want to tell you first? Let's get the easy money out of the way. BetMGM powering the show. They still have their special. Bet $10 on any NBA game, and if/when either team hits a three-pointer, you win $200. It's easy. It's free $200. Take it, then put it on these golfers that we're going to give you. That is the actual move. But take that free $200. Click the link in the video description below, or we have a promo code. Either works. OSPGA to claim your $200 on BetMGM. It's a no-brainer offer. They're giving you that money to boost the bankroll. Take that money and then spread it around. Take some shots on some of these bets. But $10 in any NBA game, either team hits a 3, you win $200. That is a no-brainer. But after you get that $200, what is your first bet for this tournament?
All right. Well, I said I'm going to the top of the board here this time around. Very, very different. I'm always looking for value, but I think that there is value to be had with a 22-1 Dustin Johnson starting off the card for me. I can't remember the last time that I bet Dustin Johnson. I'm also going to take, there's a plus 220 over at BetMGM on a top 10 that exists for him. But when I think scoring, when I think shootouts, and when I think no trouble off the tee where you can just bomb driver everywhere, I think Dustin Johnson. I immediately go to the Northern Trust in 2020. The guy shot 30 under and won by 11. We have that kind of style of golf course. TPC Boston, not exactly a close comp. I mean, we're going to get some wind. We're going to get some other different elements that might exist here. Less of golf in a bubble than that summer run for Dustin Johnson was leading into that Masters victory. But we're starting to see some of that glimpses of form, and you want to be early to the party for a guy who has as much talent as Dustin Johnson does. Top 10 at the Players, 12th at the Masters. RBC Heritage completely write it off. Not the kind of golf course he's playing because, you know, he has to in those kind of spots for sponsors' reasons. But Dustin Johnson, I think, starts to turn it on come summer here, and I want to start investing now. I wish I could be getting like a 30-1 type number you're seeing for guys like Hideki or things of that nature, but still, I strongly prefer the pedigree, the putting acumen of a Dustin Johnson in prime form.
He's a married man now. Can turn it on. Obviously, 20. When you see Dustin Johnson north of 20, we've seen this a little bit because of his struggles relative to peak DJ. I get it. When you said 22-1, I thought you were going to take my guy. My guy's also 22-1. It's my arch nemesis, Xander Schauffele.
Oh, if we had a Sam Burns come out of here, I don't know what would have happened. That's my other guy, of course. But
that's where I thought you were going to go. No, I'm going to Xander.
Taking him too.
And honestly, if you removed DJ and you just made the description of why you like him, I'd say you're back in Xander with me. But off the tee, can get extremely hot. Hasn't had the best year. Missed the cut at the Masters. Really disappointing. Then he partners up with Cantlay. We saw what happened at Zurich, just dominates. I don't read a ton into that, but I do read in enough that Xander's game is just fine. He can lean off the tee. He can obviously go low, gain strokes with the putter. We've seen him dominate time and time again on tour. Ironically, it's mostly at like WGCs or small fields or FedEx Cup, but there's no doubt in a field strength like this, Xander deserves to be in the conversation. I have a feeling this is a good course for him. He's very, very good off the tee. I don't mind him having to post 20 under or better, and I'm getting north of 20-1. I think that's where he belongs in majors, not for tournaments like this, along with DJ. I think those are the type of numbers at the PGA Championship, I would say is about right. But for a field like this, give me Xander at 22-1 as my favorite top end outright this week. So we've got the two, kind of our lead dogs on the card. Where did you go for your third pick here?
Yeah, for our third pick here, Luke List, coming off of another nice piece of form here. We're going to go low. 80-1 is the prevailing number. You can get plus 750 in the top 10 market at BetMGM. I think I'm going to be playing a lot of these top 10s here this week, trying to find a couple of pieces. And I think Luke List just fits the description of a ball striking extraordinaire. Not really worried about him going low or having any kind of an issue in that department, but we're starting to see some really, really nice form out of Luke List. And coming off of last week, there are some good things to mine out of that performance. And I just think out of this entire spring, I mean, I've just been backing him constantly, and I wish we were getting a little bit longer odds on this kind of a number, but 80-1 still, 31st at the Wells Fargo. As I said, it kind of fell apart on him. But that victory at the Farmers is still fervent in my mind. In the middle of this entire run, 4 missed cuts in his last 7 events, but has the W to back it up. Had a really good end of the season last year. I just like seeing the ball striking getting back to elite form. 4 strokes gained off the tee, 4.5 on the approach there at the Wells Fargo. If the putter flips, that's always the question with Luke List. If it ever is flat, if it ever flips, you have an opportunity to win outrights. And so for me, that's what it comes down to. I'm going to just keep riding the wave.
Yeah, I mean, Luke List's ball striking at Farmers wasn't that different than what we've seen for the last couple months. The difference is he happened to gain 3.5 strokes putting that week. He has lost in every single event since then with the flat stick, and he's lost 2 or more strokes putting in every single event, which is almost impossible. So I get it. I think that plus 750 number for a top 10 really intrigues me as well. You don't need him to win, obviously, and the putter can be a little more erratic, and you can still get there. If he loses a stroke and a half putting, it's almost impossible to win the tournament, not impossible to land in that top 10. So I like what you're doing there. Anything else before we bounce on out of here?
No, I'm all set to go. We'll talk some DFS here later in the week, but looking forward to this golf tournament. Good, feels like a great lead-in actually into this PGA Championship. Question for you: does Phil Mickelson play next week or not?
I hope not, but probably. Sadly, you'll have to come back and find out. Again, if you want more PGA picks, Putting for Dough on this very YouTube channel. Full card is posted on that video. That's why you want to like and subscribe. Join the community here. No reason not to. But for me, for Eric, for everyone here at OddsShopper, good luck. Enjoy the Byron Nelson. Hit us in the comments if you have any questions, and we will be back same time next week talking all things PGA Championship.